I've got the levers shaped in a bit and I've bound them with linen thread. Ideally I'd have liked the linen thread to come right up to here, but then it would be interfering with the string bridges. Mind, later on I can always do that. I can cut the bridges back and bind it. I'd also have liked it to come right to the tip of the V, but unfortunately I'm running out of my nice linen thread. I've got this, must be, oh blimey, about nearly 40 years ago, from a little bookbinder's down in Clerkenwell in London when I was at uni there. Lovely stuff, because it's not waxed, so you know, glue or anything will soak into it nicely. I've got some ordinary Barber linen thread, the very fine stuff, but this is just a nice compromise. Right, heavy lever bow. I've got the levers on, but they're ridiculously wide at the minute, and that's deliberate so that I can adjust the string line if necessary. I've filed in a bit of a groove to act as a sort of string catcher, string bridge, whatever you want to call it. It's a low brace. What I want to do is just pull it back and see what sort of draw weight I've got when the levers are about to lift. But I don't want to take it much over 80. It was about 100 when I was just testing the shorter bow. I've rounded the corners a little. I'm just having a look, so I'm not going to go bonkers with it. It'll also let me have a look, see if the levers look like they're tracking. See, that one's pulling across this way. That's 60. Yeah. I'm just going to push the string across a bit on this one. Oh, I can see it actually is across anyway. It's across the wrong way. Can't push it anyway. It's looking promising. There's 70. Yeah, they're about. Oh, you see, I don't know if you saw that. Huge, great sideways twist. And it kicked off the lever, but the string was sitting this side, so if I push the string across to there, to that side, yeah, it's not that easy. That's the problem with these things. This low brace, I can almost brace it by hand. You can see how close I am. It's just very tricky. I could do the old step through bracing method. See this? I've stuck one leg through the bow. I'll try and get in shot. Right, one leg through the bow. The grip is behind my thigh. I can push like that and pop it on. Force the string more over to that side this time. But then you've got to try and pull your leg out the bow. Right, so you can see I've forced the string over to that side now. 50, 60, 70, we've got that to about 75. So, which is about when it was lifting off the bridges, so my game plan was about right. And although I was aiming for 80, I had 100 before. Well, where's that poundage gone? I was testing it to sort of here before, whereas now the string's lifting here, so it's got about an extra inch on the end of each tip. See if she's trying to go sideways. Well, she's certainly trying to go sideways on that limb. So it's trying to come this way. so it will bend towards the weaker side. So the implication is I need to take some off this edge or force the strings over even further. You can see how far I've come across on the string there. That's better, she's lifting off. That's better. She lifted off just at about 80 and didn't kick sideways. Now you can see why I made the string bridges so ridiculously wide. That's where the string line is. You can see it has almost, let's have a look, it was on the tiller that way and it tried to pop off that side, so I've moved the string a bit too far that way on that limb. You can see how twitchy these things are. Twitchy, twitchy, twitchy. I know what I'll do. I'll put a pencil mark where the string's lining up, just as a guide for future reference. It's not necessarily the final position. Excellent. So let's just give it a pull by hand, should we? Jesus. Christ, the early. It's got so much early jaw weight. And that's the design of it. Yes. My mate JT will be able to pull that. He's well hard, isn't he? It's like pulling a brick wall, you just can't, because that early jaw weight would equate to, I don't know, probably 130 pound war bow, which obviously I can't pull. But as the lever, if you can just get over that initial, then the levers come in, it should be manageable. Early days.